อันนี้เมาหูดของสูงขนาดจนให้มีสโนว์อยู่บนยอมเลยเนี่ยถ่ายอยู่ตีนภูตัวนี้อยู่ออร์แกนิกฟาร์มอยู่ Wood River Oregon in America. It's Mount Hood.
One day, Magic Mike set out on his lifelong journey to the land of love. The first stop was in a flowing creek bed by a castle where the Duchess of Arbor Road resided, Nicole Jones. Mike would not rest until he had the Duchess's heart. He returned there day after day to court her from afar. He proclaimed to all of his followers, which was only one very persuadable comrade, "This name is mine." And even though the Duchess's parents phoned the guards and blew the kingdom of Olivet, Magic Mike was still convinced that he and the Duchess were one, and that was magic. A few years later, Mike would turn his magic towards a true princess, Lady Laura Spivak. When Magic Mike heard her goddess-like voice, he would make sparks fly in the land of green fields. The mystified workers of the telephone company reported that those sparks were from overloaded telephone wires, as Magic Mike would speak to her for blocks of 10 hours at a time, a feat no mortal could achieve. And during that time, Magic Mike waved his magic wand, as he would wave it and make all life around him disappear from sight, including his noble friend who stood by patiently waiting, even though Magic Mike had so graciously invited him into his castle. His mystical powers had no limits, as he could journey to the land of love with all sorts of beings, even ones he had very little contact with. Princess Jacqueline Smith, Lady Jessica Lange, Lord Jim Morrison, the Duke of Ladue football, Sir Todd Hart, and very often, even Magic Mike's own reflection. One day, Magic Mike decided to steer his journey to the land of love to a whole other field, the field of football. All around him towered over him like giants, but he waved his magic wand and cast a spell on the noble Lord Coach Zetcher, and in turn he suddenly commanded, "From this day forth, Mike will no longer be used as the practice ball." As time went on, Magic Mike turned to his chariot in his quest for love. He would mount the golden one-eyed Maxima from the land of Nissan, and with one hand in his pocket and the other on the stereo volume control, he would soar as fast as a lightning bolt down a road as small as a sidewalk. Magic Mike had potential to reach the land of love many times with his chariot. However, any noble lady that dared come near was more than likely run over. Years later, after stops in the Madison Fortress of the Langdon and the land of the wind by the lake, he mounted his current majestic ship. With one sail and one flat board, he set sail to the land of Portlandia, where noble men and women go to retire in their 20s. And the 1990s live forever. That line's copyrighted 2010 IFC channel, all rights reserved. As he sought out to pull off some more magic, to be the only windsurfing follower of the men of the Grateful Dead, Republican in all the land. And that was magic. But one day in Portlandia, Magic Mike would be thrown to his knees. when the beautiful Princess Udom journeyed to the empire of Marcus and Millajab. Mike knew that he had to unleash all of his magic to claim her, so he set out to cast a spell by taking her on a romantic adventure of sushi and donuts. And then a place called Dante's Inferno, which according to a magical Google search, appears to be a gentleman's club. The princess was instantly transformed by his mystical powers. But the quest for love was not over. Magic Mike had a notion that he must capture the Laotian and test her will in his magic palace. So she and the royal Duke of Diego, that's you, accepted the challenge and took residence. But little did they know, in this palace, absolutely nothing could be touched by any living being. His golden stereo, the almighty collection of ancient cassettes from the gratefully dead men, his magical television recorder with 0 recording space remaining, being that he refused to erase Cardinal playoff games from 2004. The rug, the walls, the floor. And after days of endurance and perseverance, Princess Udom and Prince Diego survived the test, and that was magic. Now the day has come for the final stop in the adventure to the land of love, the land of matrimony. Magic Mike, the beautiful Princess Udom, have set their vows and have become the toast of all the land. And his family and friends have gathered to show their love, support, and admiration, and to tell recycled jokes from Magic Mike's 40th birthday party. I mean, who knew he'd be getting married so soon? But as for the noble friend who has witnessed the magic powers of Magic Mike year after year, the joy and excitement of this day can hardly be expressed. He has found his majestic princess he always dreamed of, someone who has all the magic that he does, minus the OCD. And there's no one more deserving to reach the land of love and have his fairy tale come true. The end.
Life is good when you have friends like that. That was unbelievable. Okay. So, I did just want to say just a couple of quick words to my parents. I didn't say that before. To my dad. Dad, are you there? You have lived your adult life with we kids as the center of it, and I've had a unique perspective as your only son. And
one son, 3 daughters. You won the case. You took the prize like tonight.
well, my successes in life, I know, are in large measure a reflection of the things I've learned from you as your son.
Can I tell some of your secrets, baby?
And among your many attributes that I admire most is your passion and sense of adventure and curiosity that has embodied your life for most of your life. And those are things about you, in addition to your viewing habits of Trump,
I got you now.
that I admire most. You've been a great teacher and an even better father, and I want to thank you for that.
When do I get to tell your secrets?
You may come up anytime. I would just say real quickly to my mom, Mama? My mama, you have a sweet, loving soul. And you have imparted onto me more gifts than I have time to explain. And I know my life would not be the same without your love and values and guidance. But among your many gifts, I think chief among them is this, that unlike the stereotype of the controlling and meddling Jewish mother, you are none of those things. You loved and respected all of us kids enough to be who we are, to find our own way, and no matter where our path took us, you cheered us on, and you didn't judge us for our failures. And that made the tough parts of life a little less tough, and the sweet parts of life a little sweeter. So I salute you. Thank you. I love you.
I'm so used to speaking to them in Laotian and Spanish, so I'm too emotional. Such a wreck. Mommy, you know. Me enseñaste muchísimo. Nunca te di las gracias por todo lo que me has enseñado. Yo no sería quien soy si no fuera por vos. Me enseñaste generosidad y me sonió chañay. Y me sonió hakon y me sonió su hayอย่างsu. เพราะว่าไม่มีจะมือเราตัวนี้ไม่ยังนุ่ย อีเมสู่เก่งเขาอยู่นั้นเขากับเก่งคือเจ้าเขาใจใหญ่คืออีเมคือกันอ๋อมาบูกี้ sorry Papa, my dad had a stroke just about a month ago, or two, was about 2 months now. Months. Mike makes fun of me that I don't say months. I always say 2 months. So I'm practicing. Papa, he almost didn't make it. And I'm so glad. Estoy tan feliz porque casi no llegaste aquí. Casi te perdimos, papi. อีพ่อเกิดตายเขาคืนบ้านสิบ่ได้เห็นอีพ่ออยู่ในนี้อีพ่อมาหอดนี่ Gracias viejito te quiero mucho me enseñaste muchísimo me enseñaste a querer la vida a mirar las cosas chiquitas a disfrutar todo es por vos que quiero tantas cosas te debo mi vida viejito gracias Sorry, it was more for them.
Well, I think we're going to get on with the dancing. But again, we want to thank you all. You are our loves. And this has been a really, really special day. And it just is made so much more so by the fact, oh, wait.
start. How many cars did we wreck? How many times we get kicked out of school? Not too many of those. How were our grades? Michael, you always did well in school. But in other areas of your life, you were slow to develop. Really slow. But tonight is a culmination of a beautiful slowness and a happy, happy marriage. So I'm very proud of his character, his stick-to-itiveness, and his sense of family and community. And I see that here, even though I'm not originally from Missouri, but he is, and he forgot that, but now he kind of thinks he's from Wisconsin, but really Oregon.
Don't be red. Good loss tonight.
In my world, he has an identity crisis. Who are you? Where were you born? Where are your loyalties? Certainly from the friends here from Wisconsin. I've never seen such a great group of people who have maintained the continuity of friendship over many, many years. And now in Oregon, from a guy that was initially born in Brooklyn, wow, how did he get out here with Mount Hood? All you Oregonians. So, again, another blessing in disguise. He has had many, many adventures driving out here in, which car was the Maxima or the Ford?
Happy with Thunder.
The what?
Tapioca Thunder.
That was an old broken down Ford.
It was named by Chris and Dave Everson.
Wow. He did that, and my daughter Lizzie, who also went to Wisconsin, drove out here in a broken down old, it wasn't called Toyota at that time. What was it called, Lizzie? No, it wasn't a Datsun. Can't remember. But it was a Ford Toyota came to the market. It was one of these cars you wouldn't want to buy because it wouldn't get there. But she took this car and drove over 1,000 miles and ended up in Wisconsin. Married a guy from Denver, and there she is right now in Denver. Here's Michael here in Oregon, marrying a lady from Laos, having a family here. I grew up during the time of Lenny Bruce, but I don't want to tell you those stories. Because we wouldn't want to hear all those stories, and I couldn't do justice to him. But again, I'm very proud of Michael. His sense of family, character, and continuity is unbelievable. And I just want to wish him the best of everything. And I'll do whatever I can do now.
That's like dancing. Anyone else has anything to say?
Oh, okay. Let's dance.
Thank you, Papa.
To the best brother ever. You're like me. I followed my big brother to Madison. This is so unscripted. I didn't know I was going to come here. This is the best brother a sister could ever wish, ask, hope, pray for. I love you so much. Udom, so happy for both of you. All I ever want is to see this guy happy. He is, like you said, the most generous, the sweetest, the most amazing soul ever. I love you. I'm so happy for you both. Bless you for a lifetime of health and happiness. Kick this party off!
Mike and Udom, I love you guys. And I'm ready to dance, and I think everyone is. But Cass, let me see. I found the phone, Cassandra Cass, something. I found some really naughty pictures. I had to go through it. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you guys.
Galvin, do you think you can beat any of those speeches?
No.
Good. Now Mike and Udom are going to do their first dance. So if we could please give them a big hand. Now, Udom and her dad are gonna do a dance.